Hey everyone. Welcome to the first of two first-round games for the NAGA Season 7 Prospect Showcase. This is the Northeast Division taking on the Central. This is Sean Douglas at quarterback for the Northeast versus Maurice Gresham Jr. for the Central. Other notables for the Northeast include running back Nate Dupree, wide receivers Jalen Blanks and Demarius Carter. We also have PJ Sykes at third receiver. Notable user-credited prospects include Jeremy Rodriguez, quarterback Boston College, LeBron James, receiver Akron, and I think there's one more in here. That I can't quite get. No, okay. That I'm thinking is here, but isn't. Anyway, yeah, lots of good talent. Now for the Central. Already mentioned Gresham. We also got Jeremy Bray as well. Tavarius Blunt and Samba Jope at defensive end. User Anthony Simmons at corner. Receivers Emmanuel Washington and Reggie Leake are both juniors. So they'll be available in Season 8 draft, but should see a lot of them today. The only senior receiver on Central roster is Ryan Chevalier out of Wisconsin. You also got DT Alex Stain, user-credited prospect out of Northern Illinois. Junior running back Will Staples, senior running back Andre Rowe. At linebacker, you have Josh Banks and Jalen Burks Dawson, both seniors, as well as Chris Schoonover and Zachary Buell, both Michigan Wolverines. On the offensive line, you've got Brendan Peavy and AJ Jackson, along with Mason Haddix. And at tight end, you got names like Quinn Large and Lyndon Palmer White. So that'll be that for the notables. We will continue, of course, to call out names as we see them, but we are going to go down to the field now and get this thing rolling. Alrighty. We have made it. And I know this is something behind the scenes for you guys that you guys don't know, but this is probably my fourth or fifth time recording this, so it has not been a fun evening, but I hope it'll be great. I hope this game will be great. Central will get the ball first as Ryan Chevalier, the Wisconsin receiver, and Maurice Gresham Jr. and the Central will start out with the ball here. E.J. Stoudemire, number 20 at running back. Gresham on first down will air it out. He's got a wide open target, but it's dropped. Oh goodness, I think that was P.J. Sykes. No, sorry, wrong team. Reggie Leake, I think, is the third receiver. Uh-oh. Now we're dropping things. That's not good. 3rd and 10 already after two straight drops, and that is just knocked away, incomplete. So Central does nothing. Punting it away is Patrick Bethke, the senior punter out of Minnesota. And James Fulton will return it, brought down by Emmanuel Washington. So here it is, Sean Douglas at QB. The potential top 3 overall. Could even go as high as first overall in some mocks. Nate Dupree, big run there as he stays on his feet. Eventually dragged down by the Central's Terrence Mack. But that'll be a first down for the Northeast. Andre Dorse, the Virginia running back, now in the backfield. He'll get the handoff. Breaks out one tackle and eventually stopped 29 on the stop. That is Alex Cyprian. Another handoff. Dupree on 2nd and 3 gets very close to the first down marker, but does not pick it up. That'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Douglas will pass here. That is incomplete. Oof. And they're going to keep the offense out on the field here. On 4th down. They will run it with Dorse, and they pick it up. What a gutsy call there from the coach. Dorse picks it up, and they are now back with a 1st down play. Douglas will go short on the check down to Dorse. Stop made by number 50. That is Jalen Burks Dawson, the LSU linebacker. Good for 2, 2nd and 8 as the empty backfield now for Douglas, getting it out to Sykes. Gain of 3. 3rd and 5 coming up here. Jalen Blanks, the little bit of emotion there. They're going to go to him. Blanks with the grab. And a face mask will add a couple of yards onto that. Samba Jope, the guilty party there, must have grabbed the mask of some lineman up there. 1st and goal regardless here. At the 2, Dupree. There's a good tackle for loss. Tavarius Blunt, another LSU guy, with the tackle there. Loss of 3, 2nd and goal at the 5. Handoff. Dupree gonna find the end zone. Touchdown, Northeast. Nate Dupree striking first here. And the PAT is up and good. Robbie Dudley will kick it off. Chevalier on the return. And Maurice Gresham will go back to work here. 1st down handoff. Stoudemire. Not going to be denied a tackle there is Jimmy Bonsignore, the senior defensive end out of Hoboken, New Jersey. Gresham on 2nd down, going to connect with junior running back Will Staples. And there is a hold on that play, so they'll bail him out, give him an automatic 1st. Cincinnati's Corey Ballantyne, the guilty party that time. 1st and 10 run with Staples. A top 15 pick in next year's draft, a junior running back out of Minnesota. 2nd down 3. Chevalier goes in motion here. A handoff, Stoudemire. Good run there. Stop made by the Northeast number 7. That is Brandon McIntosh, a teammate of Corey Ballantyne at Cincinnati. Gresham on 1st down. That is almost intercepted. Got to be careful there. It was Dante Ambrose, I believe, 25. Almost came away with it. 2nd and 10. Gresham to the air. Oh, he had a guy open on the left side. I don't know why he didn't go to him there. But decides to take the deeper shot and falls incomplete. Brings up 3rd. Gresham on 3rd. Hits Chevalier. Nice route and a nice catch. Stop made by 21, Jason Slayton. First and 10, fullback in motion. They'll toss it to Staples. Solid run there of 5. Stop made by 41. That is Ademola Afolabi, the strong safety out of Virginia Tech. Gresham almost intercepted that time. 3rd and 5 coming up now. Gresham to the air. He's got his tight end, the very large Quinn Large. The senior out of Louisville, 6'5", 257, is Large. Handoff, it's Staples, going to find the outside here, but Afalabi saves a TD. Good for 8 on that run. Second down and 2 from just outside the 2. Staples finding the end zone here. Touchdown Central. Jeremy Allen with the extra point. It is off the upright. He missed it. Oh, man, that is going to plummet his draft stock. The senior kicker, one of a select few, actually, in this draft. But that is not something that owners want to see out of a draft prospect kicker. A missed extra point. Anyway, we'll see if the Northeast can add to the slim lead. Douglas going to air it out. Oh, he had, I believe, his tight end, 83. That was Gaetano Bonamo, who could have came down with that had that been a little bit higher. They're going to go here to the left side. That is knocked away, but you had a guy down the field who was untouched. I don't really understand the decision-making there, but then again, they are college athletes after all. Andre Dortz with the grab, and that should end the first quarter. And it will. 7-6 Northeast. Good game so far here in the first game of the Prospect Showcase. Patrick Dolan, the junior out of Syracuse, booting it deep to Terrence Mack. And it'll be stopped by Jalen Blanks at the 37-yard line here. Gresham back on offense. Will Staples in the backfield. Gresham to throw. Dropped by Staples. That's one he wants to have back. Staples known more as a power back anyway, but still have to have that facet to your game. Second and 10. Gresham going to air it out. Look at this to Chevalier. Incomplete that time. Just 2 for 10 is Gresham so far. Going to try and perhaps get the completion percentage up a little bit here. And he is not on the same page with Chevalier that time. So the offensive struggles continue for Gresham. Beth Key out to punt. And it is Fulton to return. Good starting position for the Northeast at the 30 here. They come out in a weak eye. Bonamo in motion. Hand off to Dupree. Cyprian on the tackle. Good for 4 that time. Second down and 6. Douglas with a flag down. Has a wide open target. It's Demarius Carter. Picks up a first down. And that will stand as the holding is on the defense. And Demarius Carter celebrating. He, along with Douglas, hoping to go in the first few picks of this draft. Dupree on the carry. He's been having a nice game so far. Picks up another first down. First and 10 at the 20. Dupree again. This time stopped by the central number 8, that is user-created prospect, corner Anthony Simmons. Gain of 3 on the run, second down and 7 here. Douglas, pressure coming, he'll go down, it's a sack. That's Samba Jope. Good pressure by the Central, 3rd and 17, airing it out, incomplete. Trying to find the end zone there, but could not quite find a target. Robbie Dudley on to attempt a field goal from 44 yards, and he put it right down the middle. Good job by Dudley, a junior kicker from Fredericksburg, Virginia. It is 3rd year at the University of Virginia. First and 10 now. New drive in the 23 for the Central. Wide open target there. Nice grab there by Washington. A little bit of an interesting animation there, too, as he kind of stopped and waited for the ball to come to him. Very aware play right there. Gresham, one-on-one coverage. It's Washington. And that is a huge catch as Jason Slayton rushes back there to save a TD. And in a couple plays, they're inside the 5. Staples trying to finish the job, but Ademola off a lobby right there for the stop. Gain of a couple. Second and goal at the 1.5. Stoudemire gonna go in for the score. E.J. Stoudemire dragging in Jonathan Sneed, who just wasn't strong enough. And Jeremy Allen missed another kick. Oh no, that's 2 he's missed already. He was drilling them in practice. He just can't seem to find the leg in game. Blanks on the return here, and could that be a deciding factor in today's game? Special teams. First and 10 at the 22. Dorse spins out of a tackle. Look at Andre Dorse go. Very nicely done there by the Virginia senior out of Orlando, Florida. Ball at the 43. Douglas finding his tight end target, Bonomo. Bonomo, a senior tight end from Bethpage, New York. Soon to be a graduate of Lehigh. And they're going to try and hit Jake Cachola there, the other tight end on this roster. Second and 10. Douglas looking, has time, incomplete that time, trying to hit his fullback Brady Steele. Third and 10, they go I-form with 3 wideouts. That's P.J. Sykes in the slot. Douglas throwing to Sykes. It's incomplete and almost picked. Fourth down here. Patrick Dolan out to punt. Looking to pin him deep. That could have been a little bit better, actually. That'll go out at the 22. So a short punt there sets up the Central with a 2-point lead. And Gresham will take off. He's pretty fast. And he's got a first down. They will give it to him. Gresham will motion the receiver there. First and 10, pass is caught. Staples. Good for 5 on the reception. Second down and 5. Staples now on the carry. Tremendous block right there by Washington and Chevalier. First down picked up. Stoudemire in the game now. Gresham to throw it. Has a wide open target by his catch by Chevalier. Stop made by 20, James Fulton. And that is the 2-minute warning. Gresham heating up a little bit now, 6 of 15. Handoff here, Staples. Pretty good run there of 6. Second down and 4. False start there. Ethan Barenwald will cost him 5 yards there. Push him back to a 2nd and 9. Adams Scanlon, the fullback, moving a little bit. That is incomplete. Looking for Washington that time. And that'll bring up 3rd. Shotgun set now for Gresham. He'll go to the end zone here in triple coverage. That is incomplete. Allen going to try again, this time from 34, and he's got this one. for 3 points. Blanks on the return. (15-10) the score. Central in front. 1:23 to go, first half. Pass is caught. Nice slant route to Blanks. Receiver out of James Madison. Grew up in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Douglas. Nice route there as Demarius Carter comes out of nowhere to make the grab. 1st and 10 across midfield. Douglas trying to hit the tight end. Kachola there. Incomplete. Second down now. Back to the air. Another incompletion intended for Blanks. 3rd down. Douglas to the air again. That is dropped, I believe. I think that was Sykes, the intended target on that. Either Sykes or Blanks, one of the two. Dolan back out to punt. This is a really good punt inside the 10. And we'll mark it at the 4 for the Central to begin their new drive. Gresham Jr. from his own end zone here. Getting it out to Washington. That'll get him some breathing room. Ball now at the 10. Shotgun set with Staples in the backfield. Gresham caught Reggie Leak, and he'll break out down the left sideline. Leak with a first down. Junior receiver out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Plays his college ball at Western Kentucky. There's Leak again. Out of the slot receiver position. Stop made that time by 53. That's Corey Ballantyne? I think I may have switched her number by accident. Or is that 57? Okay. I'll have to look into that. I thought I saw 53 there, but maybe it was not. Anywho. Yeah, maybe it was Sean Gagan. Anyway, last play of the half, Will Staples will make the catch, and that will be the end of the half. Central in front by 5. 15-10 as we approach the start of the second half. Blanks on the return, as the Northeast will get possession first here. Ball at the 23 as Dupree makes the grab. Gain of 2. Second down and 8 here. Douglas will be sacked. It's Samba Jope getting to him again. His second sack. 3rd and 18 coming up after the sack. Douglas getting it out and completing it to Demarius Carter. Alex Bacleda on the stop. 1st and 10 at the 44. Dorse on the run. Simmons on the stop. Good to see him getting some action. 2nd down and 7. They motion Dorse out to the slot here. And they will throw deep. Oh! Very close to being picked off. Douglas 10 of 21. 3rd down. That's a completion to Dorse. And Carter just couldn't hold his block long enough. That'll be 4th down. Dolan back out to punt again. Terrence Mack not going to return this one. Another short punt out around the 17. And the Northeast beginning to stall offensively. Staples on the carry. Stop made there by number 20, James Fulton, the senior safety out of Maryland. Pass here. Staples. That's a catch. Oh yeah, so interesting. Stoudemire with the grab. Just noticing a change I have to make for later. It doesn't impact the game at all, but Gresham almost intercepted that time. Second and 10, ball to 35 for the Central. Gresham to the air, knocked away. Gresham again will complete it to Washington. They're going to give him the spot? Okay, interesting. Thought for sure they would mark him a little bit short, but I guess not. They're giving him forward progress. First down, big pressure coming by the Northeast, and that is incomplete. They sent the house on that. Engage 8. Second down and 10. Gresham has already thrown a lot, and he'll continue to throw here again. That is a connection in double coverage. Will Staples with the grab that time. First and 10 now, the 27. Gresham, deep throw that is incomplete. Gresham, wide open target, but he missed him. Oh no, I think that was Quinn Large he was trying to go to. That pass is a connection. First and goal for the Central. Gresham looking, he'll scramble. He breaks one tackle, but not the second. Good tackle by the Northeast 91, Dante Brown. Stoudemire gonna find the end zone. Touchdown Central, and they pull ahead by 2 scores. I don't think anyone expected this. (22-10). Blanks on the return. Second and 11. Ooh, jeez. Just had a big cough seconds ago. That's the reason for my voice being so hoarse right now. I know you guys didn't hear it, but it happened. Trust me. Anyway, second and 1 for the Northeast here. Dorse into the slot. They will pass out of this formation. Well, that is if they can get the pass off. But Clada with the sack. Loss of 10. 3rd and 11 coming up. Douglas to the air. It is blanks. It is a first down. Stop made by Cyprian. That's a big conversion there. Blanks 3 of 5 for 69 yards. I'm going to try the flat route there with Manzella, the Pittsburgh receiver. And that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. Northeast finding themselves down by 12 here. Winner of this game plays the winner of the Southeast and West. As Andre Dorse picks up a first down. Another handoff with Dorse. Good run blocking that time. Almost finding a touchdown there. But a touchdown saving tackle by the Central. 1st and goal. Dupree to the right side. You gotta go forward on that. -5 yards. Jalen Burks Dawson on the tackle there. 2nd and goal. Douglas looking. End zone. Watch out. That is incomplete. Intended for Demarius Carter. 3rd and goal. Dupree in motion. Douglas will throw. End zone here. Touchdown. Demarius Carter. The Syracuse receiver and potential top 10 pick finds the end zone as the kick is good by Dudley. All of a sudden, this is a game again. 22-17. Same deficit we had at halftime of 5 points. Chevalier, hit hard there. Dante Ambrose on the stop. First and 10, new drive, doing the 21. And was that Muckenhern at quarterback? I think it was. Colin Muckenhern slinging it a little bit. Emmanuel Washington. Yeah, it totally is. Colin Muckenhern making an appearance here, the Iowa senior. And I'm very interested as to why. It's not like Gresham was injured or anything, because there are no injuries in the prospect showcase. They just chose to put him in. And Corey Ballantyne with the tackle there. I don't know what happened to his skin tone. He's supposed to have a different skin tone. That's the reason for my confusion earlier. I'll fix that later. 3rd and 6 coming up. Muckenhern. Drop there. Oh, that's when you gotta catch. E.J. Stoudemire letting down his QB there. Bethke on the punt. And the Northeast will get the ball back here. Douglas in the shotgun to start. Trips to the left. It's Carter, Manzella, and Sykes. They're going to go deep. Carter one-on-one. Incomplete. Good defense that time. I believe it was Anthony Simmons. Been doing a pretty good job of taking care of Carter today. Douglas will find Dupree out of the backfield. Stop made by the Central's 53, Scott Bolton. Senior out of Minnesota. 3rd and 2 coming up for the Northeast. Dupree in the backfield. He will get the carry. Dupree to the outside. Lost the football. It's picked up by Scott Bolton. Oh, that is huge. The Central gets it back. One of the Central defenders able to poke the ball out of Dupree's hands. And Muckenhern going to try and get it. One play. It was a 3-on-1. How do you not come down with that? Oh my gosh. Muckenhern caught. Broderick Lyons with the grab. Junior receiver out of Notre Dame. 5 minutes to go and counting here in the game. Central up by 5. 3rd and 5 throw is complete, but he is short of the line to gain. Long field goal attempt here. This one from 50 yards for Jeremy Allen. It's up, and he got it! Jeremy Allen nails one from 50 after missing 2 extra points earlier in the game. And that is big, as that puts the Central up by 8 points. So the Northeast will need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion just to tie here. 25-17 the current score. Dorse on the carry. Stop made that time by 54, Chris Schoonover. One of the 2 Michigan linebackers on this roster. Douglas on 2nd and 4. Deep in double coverage to Jalen Blanks. That is incomplete. 3rd and 4 coming up. PJ Sykes in the slot. Douglas to Dupree. Breaks a tackle. Nice first down pickup there as he jukes out of the tackle of Bacleda. First down at the 35. Douglas airing it out. Good defense that time. I believe that may have been Terrence Mack. 27? Couldn't quite catch a number there, though. Dorse caught it, breaks a tackle, first down picked up. Cyprian that time on the stop. Northeast driving here. They are down by 8. They do have all 3 timeouts left, though. That is almost intercepted. My goodness. 2:17 to go. Clock is stopped. Douglas on 2nd down. Airing it out. Wide open target. It's Blanks. It's a touchdown. And now they got to go for 2. This could be the game right here. I formation. They'll hand it off. Dupree, he's got the 2. And this game is tied. Oh my goodness. Wow. 25 apiece. Chevalier on the return. Wow. Muckenhern handoff to Staples. And that is the 2-minute warning here. Both teams still with all 3 of their timeouts. And the winner of this, once again, plays the winner of the Southeast and West game. Stoudemire on the run here, picks up the first. "63 yards away from the end zone are the Central. Muckenhern to throw, off the fingertips. I believe that was Washington he was trying to go to. Or perhaps it was Jermaine Liggins, not entirely sure. That was that Liggins or Leak? They're all running go routes, it's kind of hard to tell. But I have not seen Ryan Chevalier since he returned that kick. Looks like they've gone with Liggins in his spot. Muckenhern on 3rd, and he threw into double coverage. Nice job. 4th down, they will punt. That is probably the smart thing to do. Bethke to boot it. It's Fulton to return. And they're at the 25, so little 2-minute drill time here for Sean Douglas. Let's see what he can do. Single back set. Starting with a handoff. Dupree going nowhere that time. Burks Dawson read that like a book. Loss of 4 on the play. Dorse now in the backfield. Motion man is Manzella. Douglas. Dorse just looked away. Started going up the field a little bit too early that time. 3rd and 14. Douglas to throw. Over the head of Manzella. I mean, he is only 5'11", but He had to get off his feet for that one. Punting here is Dolan. Terrence Mack breaks a tackle. Ooh, I thought he was going to break it for a big return. Oh my goodness. First down across midfield. Staples off a lobby on the stop. Central does use one of their timeouts here. They got 2 left. 40 seconds to go. Muckenhern. Incomplete pass that time. Just a little bit too far in front of Staples. 3rd and 6 to 44. Muckenhern. Back in the pocket. Throws. He's got Liggins. Jermaine Liggins, the junior. With a clutch reception there. Timeout Northeast. Handoff Staples. Getting him closer. Nobody calls a timeout here, though. 20 seconds. They better run a play quickly here. They'll toss it. Staples gonna find his way inside the 5, and that should set up Allen for a game-winning field goal. From 19 yards out, he got it. And the Central, barring any sort of crazy finish here, will advance and stun the Northeast. 1 second left. Just send everybody back if you're the Central defense. I'd be in prevent here. 1 second to go. Douglas throws a hitch route, and that is it. The Central have won. Will Staples, the offensive MVP, Samba Jope with 2 sacks. Taking a look at the player stats here. Andre Dorse, 8.9 yards a carry. Very nicely done there. Demarius Carter, Jalen Blanks, the 2 main guys. Andre Dorse really showing out here, but all in a losing effort, unfortunately. Off the lobby, 14 tackles and 4 DPs. That is what you get from the strong safety position. If you are the Northeast or any owners willing to go after a strong safety. 2 great ones on display today, Afalabi and Alex Cyprian. And there we go. And interesting decision here by the coach to, I guess, really bench Gresham Jr. He wasn't doing awful. He had 292 yards, but they just kind of threw in Muckenhern there. 5 for 11. 2 TDs for Stoudemire on the ground. 5.6 on the carry for Staples. Emmanuel Washington, 10 targets, 6 catches, 131. 8 tackles for Mack, 4 DPs, and that forced fumble was by Cyprian. Very interesting. Take a look at the rest here. And there we go. Game stats here. Ooh, plays are pretty even. Central with the advantage in pretty much everything. And yeah, that'll be it for this game. Hope you enjoyed. We'll have the Southwest and West game coming up next, followed by the championship game. We will see you soon, folks.